Alright, this is a quick walk around video of my 1989 International DT466 single axle dump truck. Currently have this for sale. I've replaced the bed sides, did a little paint work, just threw some Rust-Oleum sand color on the body and hood. Plan to paint the bumper black. And I've gone through the front brakes and replaced all of the rubber hoses for the brakes all the way around the truck. Replaced the master cylinder, did a little bit of brake work to make it safe for the road. There's a couple little things that I know is wrong with it. I have not had this thing on the road, but I've noticed one tire does not match on the rear. And there's some stuff like lights. I think that's probably the biggest issue. See the top of the cab, I've got new lights to go up there, just have not put them in. I put new lights in here and new lights in on the rear. However, I have not wired any of them in. They didn't come with matching connectors, so it's just going to be a matter of making some butt joints or soldering everything in, make it really nice. I do run used motor oil in with the diesel, just dumping stuff out here on the farm. Just something to use motor oil up on, so I don't end up having to do something else with it. But anyway, I think somebody's added a hydraulic reservoir here and a couple filters to operate the dump bed. I think originally this truck came with a hydraulic filled cylinder, and it was an all enclosed system, I guess you could say. Didn't have a reservoir, so if you ever had a leak or something and a little bit of air got in your system, your dump bed would not work. So I believe that's why he added that. The PTO and everything works. I've got a few things in the bed that I want to hand unload that's not necessarily trash. The blower and a couple little things back there. I've added the pencil hitch coupler with a 2 5/8 or 5/16 ball here. 2 5/16. My hitch is rated for 20,000 pounds. I ended up shortening up this bed. I was planning to use this truck, but I ended up going a different route. I think I'm just going to use my dump trailer. But anyway, focusing on this truck, I shortened up the bed about 1.5 to 2 feet to accommodate the trailer being used. So I could tow a skid steer or something. The bed was just sticking out a little bit too far front for me, and I was afraid of jackknifing and hitting or damaging a trailer. And this is just a lot more functional. Still have plenty of room on the bed. I believe the bed is around 12 to 12.5 feet, somewhere in there. So obviously this is not a brand new truck, but it does have a good engine, and I'll open the hood for you and show you that. I believe can't quite reach the throttle, but I'll rev it up for you in the inside. The squirrels do like to sit on this thing when I warm it up, and it's been winter time. So you'll see some nuts and stuff sitting up on the intake. I believe it needs to be idled up just a little bit on the pump. It's idling kind of low, around 500 or so. So it shakes a little bit, but as soon as you put your foot on the pedal, it starts to idle up and smooth right out. See the idling at about 600 RPM. As soon as you put your foot on the pedal, it smooths right out. So bump it up to about 700. I think that's where it needs to be on the pump. Got good oil pressure, reading 50 there, roughly 55. Reads higher here for some reason. That's the original gauge. Maybe they didn't trust that and added another one, but anyway, it is charging at 14. It takes forever for this thing to warm up. fuel gauge does not work. That's the only thing, but I haven't needed it to work because I'm not running it on the road. The odometer reads 306,000. I'm not sure if you can see that. Not sure if it's working. Haven't paid attention. It probably is, or who knows. The windshield is busted, and those lights are very simple to put in. I have a lot of parts like that in this box here. Squirrels and things have been in here. I just need this truck to be sold. I just don't have enough time to work on it and rather put the money into something else. It was well on my way. It could have been very easily put on the road. That's pretty much it. Pretty solid truck, single axle. I believe since it's a hydraulic brake truck, you do not have to have a CDL to put it on the road, but I have not had, I haven't tried to insure it or put it on the road myself. It's just one of those things that I never got around to. The bed cover, since I shortened the bed, I think the bed cover may have to be relocated. I've got the tarp and everything, but the arm has probably got to be shortened up so that it doesn't overstretch the end of the bed. Probably one other thing that you may want to do is put some doors on the back. I didn't build them because I was planning to build a really nice setup similar to a dump trailer with barn doors and a sputter gate combo deal. Just kind of copy a Diamond C or any other trailer gate door so that you could load long things like wood or also use it for gravel or bulk materials. So you notice a little bit of smoke there because I do put in the oil with the diesel. That's pretty much it. So I'll show you a couple little wiring things on what needs to be wired in. The wires are hanging down right here. Looks like squirrels or birds tried to chew on the end of them, but I did have these picked out. You can see the new lights there. Just need to be tied in. I have new bed lights. One's there. You can see those need to be tied in. New front lights. Those need to be tied in. Here, with this wiring harness, it's probably just a matter of cutting this butt connector off and figuring out which one goes where and soldering that right in. Pretty simple, straightforward wiring. There's the top of the hood. Overall, the hood's in decent shape. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It needs maybe a little body work if you wanted to make it look really good, but for what I was using it for, it did not bother me. Both tanks work. They're hooked up together. And that'll be a wrap on this video. I think that pretty much covers everything. So let me know if you have any questions or if you're interested in this truck. This is March 2nd of 2024, so hopefully this truck will be the right one for you.